All right, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His Son. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and honors and salutations to all you Akim, you sincere Akim, laboring in His truth and sincerity, that are of the hopeful elect. And this is a continuation or part two, or however you want to call it. Still speaking about the warp speed, if you will, which that's why we titled the last show "In the Blink of an Eye" of the NWO slash M.O.T.B, because really it's synonymous. The big thing of the New World Order ties into the M.O.T.B, and again, roughly recapping off of some of the points from the last show through the spirit and the prophecies. All these things that are, of course, I mean, it's easier said. I mean, on the surface, you know that these things are being created purposely. If you got any type of a brain, you know that there's a inner working of Satan. There's a you know about the Illuminati. You know about how they set up wars and they plan attacks. And it's no coincidence that okay, you could then into the point you could say, watch, by the end of this week, there's going to be another plane failure. And these all set the stage for the collapse of the society, which again, this government has been collapsed a long time ago. All right, now it's just actually playing out because they done enacted laws. They done sold this country to the bankers who own every goddamn thing anyway. That's why there's no real money that nobody has, right? Everybody's under the assumption that they have, that they are rich or whatever. But now reality is coming, and the people are very, very confused, in a confused state. There's no more, even though, you still have the elites, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, they still speak of future, okay, future and the brighter future, smart cities, this, that, and the third, basically their new world order. But for the most part, the people are feeling it because why? They had a thing called the culling of the people. So these things dealing with the what do you call it? The economic collapse, the cashless society, and those are things that they're bringing in for the new world order, which is going to justify them to implement again, because the scriptures say He causeth all. So they ordain everybody because you're going to need it to survive. Pretty much right now, if you don't have any type of a ATM card or credit card, you can't even pay your bills, even if you got the so-called money to pay it, right? And then you get penalized because you didn't pay it by that time, so everybody was forced to get, I think even fucking kids, everybody and their mother got a debit card. So, with the C-HIP, they're going to put that down on everybody. But now I'm going to go back to this video. I was playing some of it, I think, in the last show, and I'm going to hit a few more articles and just, close out on this part of it, dealing with these NWO slash M.O.T.B. All right, let me see. Matter of fact, let me go back a little more on. All right, just bringing out some more information. So I'm going to just play this.
To flourish.
And Yahya Fanusi, a former economic and counterterrorism analyst in the CIA, says China's goal is to replace cash with a digital currency that's controlled by the communist government's central bank.
China has said for a while that it expects to pretty much be a cashless society in the future. So that
and which they're gonna go into it, and again, it's no coincidence. This is about 3 years ago, or whatever the case is. These reports have always been coming out, but again, going back to the scriptures, these are the things that they planned. See now, and remember in Obadiah it said how the hidden things of Esau sought out. Because make no mistake, these are the Edomites, man, that the Bible spoke about. And what they're doing is they're trying to shore up their kingdom, when here it is, they know that the Most High is getting ready to delete their kingdom, getting ready to delete them, right out of rulership. The Lord is coming back. We've been telling you that Yahweh Shai, a so-called black man, is about to come back on this earth, man, and punish the wicked, which is these devils, and as well as the wicked amongst our people. But Esau, the so-called white man, is the wicked. So that's just a plan that they got, and they got all these nations which they're going to eventually start getting pissed off, right, at America, but they're all in line, just like when they rolled out that scandemic. And they did that the hurry up in, the usher in, because since that happened, it made it that much closer to being a cashless society and basically them administering the C-HIP and problem solution, seeing how people would react, right? They got all of that because it was for a minute, right? And they lied to the people, and it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because why? What in actuality, what are they going to do about it, man? Really? And that's why we stand boldly and tell you that we are the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because nobody's out there teaching the truth straight up, all right, without being watered down, without being, and at the end of the day, going back into the source, to the Bible, the true book, the Holy Bible, the word of the Most High, bringing out the prophecy, showing you these things before they happen. Who's really out here standing out there for that, man? Not getting caught up into the fucking bullshit that's going on in the media and all. All that is just diversions and distractions, man. All right, about the Grammys, the Kendrick Lamar. I mean, listen, and he knows that he's an Israelite, and maybe he's doing better now because he's not. I don't think he's down with IUIC no more, but his cousin was with IUIC, so he was, whatever. But at the end of the day, we ain't, man, we could care less about making a social statement. Making, see, that's for the people that don't really know what's going on, man. All right? We way beyond that, man. We into the kingdom with it, man. Mentally. So therefore, we're seeing the end of this bitch, man. We're not looking to get equal rights or opportunity. That's not what the Lord promised us, man. He promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob their seed, the kingdom of heaven. All right. And we waiting for it, man, and going through the tribulation, like it says in Acts the 14th chapter. But see, these are things that these devils been planning. All right.
Idea is that cash notes, coins will no longer be around, and that people will be using digital currency that's going to be in their wallets.
That digital currency will also be issued by the government bank.
And see, they got everything with the skin and this QR code, right? And all barcodes got the 666 in the USBN number, all right, within a digital number, right? That's a part of that system. Again, so now, and what they they could do with this is weaponize everything. See? Everything that Donald Trump and these guys are saying that they standing for, they're really standing for the total opposite. All that they say, yeah, well, Trump said we're gonna if anybody, how he said he's gonna protect freedom of speech and this, that, and the third. No, but they're gonna regulate everything. They're gonna say, that's hate speech, or if you speak about these small hats or whatever, they're gonna still, like, come on, man. Who they fooling, man? But they sitting here talking and everything. Normally, everything that this devil says, expect him to do the opposite, man. All right. But this was happening in China, and again, Trump just passed the right, for them to stop minting coins, right? I'm gonna read that again. Trump said he's instructing Treasury to stop producing new pennies. Okay, it says why it matters. Trump's post comes after the Doge, right, talked about the high cost of the penny, that they wasting money and all this and that. And that's pretty much it. That was, let me see. I can't find the post that I had before. I mentioned a few other things. But all right, so it said for far too long, the United States has minted pennies that cost more. Yep, we know that. Pennies are made. And billionaire tech entrepreneur Elon Musk showing you that all you got to do is have money and you can control things. Well, that's the way the elites think. They're Rothschilds. Okay, and they do things, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, who has been tasked by Trump with cutting waste in the U.S. So he got him basically released on. That's why they started firing people that that gave up all them funds. Remember, they had the immigrants, and a lot of people were getting mad because on the immigrants' food stamp, we'll be saying some shit like $5,000 or whatever, $10,000. And motherfuckers like, damn, I only get $300 a month or whatever. You see, but there's a reason why they're doing this, man. Basically, the New World Order is being established right in your face, man. Why you think they're kicking everybody off of welfare? Right? What they said, you got only two years to be on welfare. Welfare wasn't meant for you. It was just meant for you to get on your feet and all this shit, right? Especially, come on, it's targeting Jake. You see? And this is part of that New World Order that they've been working on, man. That's why, again, going back to the scriptures, all right, in the book of Micah, the second chapter. There we go. Micah 2. So this is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity. See, that's that divisive plan, that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So that's why they're doing these things, man. And then going back to Revelations 12 and 12, they know they have but a short time. So they had, this is a diabolical plan that's been going on, and we've been telling you, man. And they're doing it right in your face, man. You see all them executive orders, they sit up there, wiped out Gaza. Now he's talking about we're going to rebuild over there. They threatening to basically destroy them. Trump talking about he left orders to take Iran off the map if something happens to him. Why do you think the scriptures say that a dragon with a mouth speaking great things? Why do you think they're speaking great things? Huh? That's in the Most-High, and that shows you that the Lord control men, because even though we've been out here telling you this, you read it in the scriptures, it tells you that World War III is going to be fought with nuclear missiles. They can't do nothing to stop it. All right. It tells you that Russia and the United States are going to be the top two powers to engage with the other people, alliances, and other nations coming against America. Although this is known, they cannot do nothing to stop it. Because why? It's divine. It comes from the Most High, the Creator, man. That's how powerful the Most High is. The Most High could, look, man, the Most High could tell you how he's going to whoop your ass and do just what he say. And you know he's going to do it, and you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. That's why I said in the Apocrypha, I'm changing speeds a little bit real quick. Let me see if I can get that real quick. We'll come back to this. Second Ezra 13, right? Just read this real quick, showing you how the Most High, because this is the Lord, and the scriptures say that the Lord shall threaten. Okay, and you better believe that see, a lot of you other idiots out there, you clowns, you losers, okay, you scoffers, you hating ass niggas that, because you get corrected, now you hate us, right? Like the Apostle Paul said, Galatians 4 and 16, have I become your enemy because I told you the truth? So really, if any of y'all are mad at the Israelites and GMS in particular, you got to ask yourself, what are you mad for? All right? Because we ain't do nothing physically to you. Y'all slandered us. Y'all lied on us. All right? It wasn't just Sarnetta who want to see a gang niggas, jumpers, and Sister Polite. It was a lot of you Israelites too, man. A lot of you other Israelite groups out there, man. You got that hate for us, man. All right? But the Lord is going to get all you fucking Israelites too, man. You wicked ass Israelites, man. You ain't getting away with all that shit that you've been doing, man. I'm talking about you guys that know that you Israelites, man. And you still doing your own thing, man. You refuse to humble yourself and repent. You see? You are sitting out there teaching all the heresies, sitting there, misleading, still being blind leaders of the blind. All right? Well, you got your place too. The judgment is coming down, and we're going to see who's right at the end of the day, man. All right? Because the Spirit of the Lord had us out here telling you the things we've been telling you, man. And guess what, though? Y'all sit there and say, oh, that's the worst camp. These elite, they know. Trust me, they know. And that's why they done paid some of y'all niggas. HOCAB, all these other so-called scoffers that try to come up against the word. And who's the main people they try to really come after, man? GMS, pardon me. Who's the main people they wanted in their debate circle? GMS. They had to settle for you other Israelites, man. Because we don't do that clown show, man. We not a part of the circus, man. All right, you niggas want to put red noses on and jump. Go ahead, be my guest. You think that, for what? For clout? You social media ass Israelites, man. All you care about is views and likes. You don't care about the truth, man. See, that's why y'all talk that kind of gentler, smooth shit to increase followers. Well, guess what? The Most High is adding them people to you so they could be destroyed. They being added to the slaughter just like you. Because why? In all reality, yeah, you're supposed to be the Lord's people. You call yourself the Lord's people. And you are the Lord's people. But you're the wicked amongst the Lord's people. Because why? You're not doing what he says, man. You dishonor the Most High. You got Israelites out there talking about their prophets and teaching the word, wearing their head covered with baseball caps, trying to bring that so-called thug gangster. That shit is played out, man. That shit is played out, man. That's why you got reformed Jake's out there sitting up there, but Jake ain't gonna listen, trying to talk to these niggas. You better stop trying to be gangster and all that. That shit was stupid. It was a government plot. Everybody knew it was a government plot. It was a part of the divisiveness of this devil, man. That was one of his devices, man, to keep you niggas in check and keep you fighting against each other. But you got Israelites trying to bring that blood, Crip, gang, GDK, whatever the fuck, all these fucking different gangs. There's so many gangs. You got niggas trying to bring that into the truth, man. What you think the Lord gonna do with you, man? Huh? Perverting the gospel, man. We in the time of judgment, man. And guess what? We patient enough, man. They thought Noah was crazy, right? They thought Noah, and they mocked him. They mocked him, you know? They mocked Noah, man. You had Lot. They didn't want to, and his wife, and guess what? His wives, not his wives, his daughters, they had husbands, man. But I wondered, I said, them niggas must have been some down low niggas back then, because why the hell they didn't leave with their wife and Lot? All right? They had husbands, and them niggas down, I'm going to call them some down low niggas, they stayed out there and they got destroyed, man. So we know that this thing is going to happen, man. All right? And look, whether we wait, we've been waiting, it seemed like a lifetime and then some, especially even more for the apostles and elder brothers. And we're going to continue to wait until the end of it, Lord willing, man. All right? Because we're waiting for the next world to come, man. And we know that it's not going to be too much longer. Everything, like I said, all that bullshit, street shit, like you can't mix that in its truth, man. Either you're a prophet, a man of the Most High, right? Which means you're going to acknowledge the things that the Lord wrote, the whole book, not pick and choose. Oh, well, we ain't rocking with Paul. We don't know. That was Paul. That ain't the word of the Lord. Well, all you wicked niggas, guess what? You're going to have to account for that, man. The Most High sees everything, all right? He sees everything. But anyway, you don't think of us as nothing, but you better believe the elites are locked in, all right? And when they see the different chariot sightings, they know what time it is, man. And like I said, that shows the power of the Most High, because just like he told Pharaoh, right? He told him he was going to fuck him up or bring the plagues on him. So let my people go. But the Most High hardened his heart, because the Most High truly controls both sides. You got the devil trying to control. No, you doing the Most High's bidding. In the grand scheme of things, the Most High is the Most High. Yahweh. All right, he is. He's the one that got the battery and you devils back to do the wickedness that you're doing. All right, Proverbs 16:4. But even with all that being said, you're not going to be able to stop what's coming. All right, so matter of fact, let me get straight to it, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and I'll start at 3. It said, now behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Speaking about the Lord, Yahweh Shai. All right, and the rest of the what? The thousands of heaven, the holy angels. And what? The chariots. So when you see all these, the real true, not none of the, I'm not talking about the AI, Project Blue Beam. No, I'm talking about the true images or the true incidents with the chariots flying and making themselves known. Yeah, that's what they're coming back for, this Armageddon. All right, the mount of the troops, man. While the midst of World War III, which clearly you see is being created, right? All these issues, you're gonna have race riots, all kind of things happening. Then you're gonna have the Lord returning in the midst of it, and we're sure of it. We're sure of it. So it said, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, meaning what? Not that he was breathing fire like a dragon. No, out of the mouth of the chariot. And the voice is talking about the lasers. All right, it goes into that in the book of Habakkuk too, tells you how the Lord is going to be, he's going to be firing upon you, man. Just like they show you, that's a small snippet, War of the Worlds and Independence Day. But it's going to be far greater, all right? And we've been telling you this, and guess what? It's going to happen just like it's written, and you can't do nothing about it. So it said, and when he turned his countenance to look at all the things trembled that were seen under him, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. See? Showing you it's going to be fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, the armies, the Air Force, all right? All the armies of all the nations. They're going to stop fighting each other. Remember, Ronald Reagan said, what if we find out we have an outside and pointed up into the heavens, outside enemy will we not put aside our differences and join together for the common cause of fighting against that enemy? Ronald Reagan said, he made that speech. I believe that was inside of the UN building back then. So it said, after this, verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea, which that man is the Lord. See, people talk about the second coming of the Lord, but they don't know how he's coming. And you dumb niggas in the church, there ain't gonna be no such thing. The word rapture is not even in the scripture, man. All right, the year of tribulation, and then the rapture is gonna come in. No, y'all don't understand. All right, and that's a question I want to ask. How is the Lord coming back? All right, give me a visual of what it's gonna be like. Because they can't really tell you. All right, because if so, then they would be telling you about the chariots, that there's no UFOs, that those are the angels. But they can't, because why? These simple-minded niggas that are in the Christian church, Baptist, all these churches, they're just that. They're simple-minded, man. All right, they're not deep really, and they stuck on stupid, man. Okay, and it is a waste of time talking to them, because here it is, you might sit there and break it down, show them the scriptures. They might, oh, wow, brother, wow. And then guess what they're going to do the next day? Jesus, sweet G, God so loved the world. They're going to turn right back into a fucking crack pot, man. The crack. So it's a waste of time, because even if they actually see it, they're going to, they willingly, they don't want the truth, man. They don't want the righteousness of the Lord to come. You see? They're caught up into this society. They want whatever the so-called white man said is right for them. All right? Our people are sold into this devil. They don't believe in the Most High. All right? And the proof, hey, the scriptures, the Lord said, he said, for as much as they draw near me with their lips, they do honor me, but their heart is far away from me. They make every excuse not to follow and do what the Lord said, not to eat pork, not to commit adultery. So you know what the hell? That's why the Lord told Jeremiah, don't even pray for this people, man. All right? But anyway, this is how the Lord is coming. And it says, verse 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graded himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. So the great mountain represented the chariot, the so-called UFO. And wasn't a mountain, but it was the size of a mountain, how big it was. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. See, these white boys, man. Or not even just, because you got a lot of dumb niggas, and you got all kind of nations in the military. But it's speaking about the military that's going to be coming together to fight against those so-called UFOs, man. All right? And this devil been knowing this for a long time, man. For a long time, they've been planning on what are they going to do. Remember, that's why they put that in the movie, The War of the Worlds. I think that's what created that movie. Because the chariots, I believe it was I don't know the exact date, but they said that the chariots were seen right over the White House. All right? So these devils know. That's why I said they which were gathered together to subdue him in verse 8 were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. You know you're going to get your ass kicked, man. But you ain't got no choice. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he saw them with their planes shooting, trying to, just like there's videos of them trying to shoot lasers even when they see him, right? And that's the Lord showing. And this white man he's no match for the Most High, but yet because of being the devil, they'll still sit out there and talk proudly as if they're greater and they're more advanced than the Most High. That's what they say, right? But it said, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. See? Yahweh Shai ain't gonna have none of, he ain't gonna be sitting rockets back, he gonna launch missiles. No, he gonna come at you with spiritual weapons, lasers, man. He gonna smoke you, man. It's gonna be like it's a fucking movie, man. All right? It says, but only I saw that he sent out his mouth as it happened. Hey, when you read these scriptures, man, you get all into it. You see it like a movie, man. You know, like I forget the name of that referee, man. It's a referee, man. I mean, he kind of look like a buck, but he be watching the fight. His eyes be all bugged out. He be all lip into the fight. Like each blow, he's into it. Like he's, Hey, when you read the scripture, you kind of be like that referee. I think his name is Keith or Kent. I forget the name of him. Boy, short, dark-skinned dude. You know, eyes be pop. I forgot the name of him, man. But he be all, you know, I mean, they be making memes because the shit do look funny. But that's when you read this, I'm like just like seeing it. I'm seeing it as if it's a movie, right? But it said 10, verse 10. But only I saw that he had sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So he smoked them. He shot fire from the chariot, the mouth of the chariot. It said, and they were all mixed together, the blast of the fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight. Yes, the military, the army, the air force, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable, thousands of 100,000 of air fighters and different type of aircrafts. And it said, so that upon, verse 11, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. God damn. The Most High smoked these motherfuckers. And this is about to happen. All right. This is going to be, after the other things happen that we're speaking about in this video and we've been speaking about. Then the prophet Ezra said, when I saw this, I was afraid. You see? And you know, it goes on to him delivering the elect. Okay. Because what's going down, we're going to need divine intervention. All right. So now, again, Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet filth. So it's speaking about the so-called white man. When it says in the power of their hand, because why? Remember in Revelations, the 20th chapter, it said the devil must be loose for a season, right? And then Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So when you see these devils talking, these devils, they got the power right now. That's why they sitting there lying and acting innocent, but they really, like the scriptures say, war is in their heart. All right, like if you see, let me see if I got that queued up still, because there's a lot of different. It's so much stuff going on right now, and Esau is moving quick. Because why? At the end of the day, like I said, they watch us. They look. They study the scriptures. They spent all kind of money. They try to hide the fact of who we was. All right, and who they are. Right? They paid money to hide who they was, man. And if you see the so-called white man, he's always he's the king of throwing rocks and hiding his hands, man. He's the king of it, man. King hypocrite, man. Yeah, niggas do whatever, but ain't nobody's wickedness compared to the level of what the so-called white man did, man. All right, let me see. I still got it queued. So just to show you the devil at work, right? Because now, like in the last video I was speaking about, they got JD Vance, right? JD Vance. They got his ass over there, in France. And they had a big AI meeting because, again, and seeing it all ties in, all right? These global plan scandemics, all right? That ties in. The economy, the collapsing of the economy to bring in the digital currencies, digital banking system, okay, the market of these all tie in. All right, this is a part of a plan. Like what they did, it was in phases. That's why they did the thing in 9/11 to pass certain legislation to move closer. And they were buying time, trying to perfect and work out the crap. Now they got it work. And seeing now, things are sped up. And now they got the AI. And the Most High, he basically gave them all this technology to destroy themselves, man. You see? But now the thing is, what? The race for the AI. All right? Because now they can have the AI, computers and robots, building things and creating things and things of that nature. And also as a weapon. All right? So now, that's what he's over there at one of the meetings. But check this devil out, how they try to act like they're so... And everything this devil say is the opposite.
For others, foreign countries, and certainly businesses as they expand their own use of AI. Number two, we believe...
Right, so he said...
This administration will ensure that American AI technology continues to be the gold standard worldwide, and we are the partner of choice for others, foreign countries, and certainly businesses as they expand their own use of AI.
Yeah, which is bullshit because they want to be the one. They telling these other nations not to regulate, and that goes into the whole thing with the the TikTok with China and Trump threatened to, they turned TikTok off for a quick second. They playing these different AI games because why? Think that it done got to this war is on a high technical level. And again, that's why when you go into Daniel's the 12th chapter, it said it should never be a time like this, because when you go, even though America embodies the same deities, the same practices as these other ancient wicked kingdoms, such as the ancient Babylonian Empire, or all the Babylonian empires for that. Definitely Rome, which America is the reincarnation of Rome, right? Revelations, the 13th chapter, the deadly wound being healed, going back into the Egyptian kingdom, right? So America embodies all that. That's why you have obelisks in America, in Central Park, in different places, right? You have the Washington Monuments, nothing but an obelisk, which goes back to Egypt, here in America. And that's why in Revelations 11th chapter, it tells you that America is spiritually called Egypt, right? But the level of technology, this is the most advanced that any society has had it. The concepts and everything are old, right? Because it tells you Ecclesiastes 1:9, there's no new thing under the earth, right? But the thing is, these devils advance because there was always a car is what? A vehicle, right? That's when you register. You register as a vehicle. They always had vehicle. Vehicle is something that transports. You always had vehicles, but they just, in this day and age, and that's why the Lord said Babylon's been a golden cup, because they figured that they came so far with advancement that they're the top, and Psalms 49:11, that the houses shall continue forever. But really, it's to their destruction at the end of the day. But Esau is a hypocrite because he wants to be like they said to the Iranians. Look, we can have missiles, and the Israelis can have missiles, but you can't. So what does that mean? You see, that's because why? They want to, this is all them wanting to be in control. All right? Here, a little more of this devil.
Number 2, we believe that excessive regulation of the AI sector could kill a transformative industry just as it's taking off, and will make every effort to encourage pro-growth AI policies. And I like to see that deregulatory flavor making its way into a lot of the conversations this conference. Number 3, we feel very strongly that AI must remain free from ideological bias, and that American AI will not be co-opted into a tool for authoritarian censorship. And
which is bullshit. All right, which is bullshit. Like I said, you watch. They're gonna start and by them doing this and making you succumb to this, which is part of the New World Order. All right, this technology, the digital banking system, and everything. Now they can control everything. Can control your money, whatever you work for. Right? There's no more, a cash deal, so to speak. They say cash is cash is better, whatever. Right? But now they control everything, and actually they take, if they feel, okay, wait a minute, you've been online and you've been teaching, anti, what's the word? Anti-establishment. So now that, you might have, here it is, you're speaking the truth. And remember, they're wiping out books too. It's a lot. All right. So they with their New World Order, which is one world order, one world government, one religion. So that's why you see this guy saying, under America, it's going to be American AI. Like, we're taking it because why? They're making everybody bow down to America, man. So this is which is ruffling a lot of feathers, which is according to the prophecy, you see. But he's a goddamn liar, man.
And finally, number 4, the Trump administration will maintain a pro-worker growth path for AI, so it can be a potent tool for job creation in the United States. And I appreciate Prime Minister,
which is bullshit, because they try to say that it's not going to take jobs, and it's already taken jobs, and it's projected to take even more. So, and the reason why, because you're not in their plans. Okay, you are not in their plans. All right, let me wait, hold up, let me go back real quick from AI. Let's hear it from AI. Right, this is the AI overview. When you look this thing up, right, as you see, I put AI causes job loss just to pull up the articles, but let's look at the overuse, because he's saying, and again, The scriptures tell you that this devil's, he speaks with a forked tongue. It says his words are smoother than butter, but war is in his heart. All right. So now it said, yes, artificial intelligence, AI, can cause job losses, especially in routine and repetitive tasks. However, AI can also create new jobs and make work more productive, right? According to which is bullshit. All right. Matter of fact, let's just get to the articles, man. Let's just get to the numbers and everything. Let's see, what was the one? Bam, this was one of them, right? Now it says AI will shrink workforces within 5 years, say company execs. And this is about almost a year ago. So the use of AI will reduce the number of workers at thousands of companies over the next 5 years. So that's why you see all these layoffs. And even to a lot of these government jobs, all right? They don't need, a lot. And that's why a lot of jobs went, from home or whatever the case is, right? Because they don't really need you to, per se, to come to the office, like the way things was in the 80s where people, oh man, they got an office job. They getting promotions, partying, Wolf on Wall Street, going wild, and right? Because why? The AI wasn't on that level back then. But now, everything that them people in the office was doing, scrunching numbers and this, that, and the third, right? The AI could do it, okay? Before giving estimates for jobs for constructions or whatever, they got the different programs and where the AI could work it all and do where it might take it normally would take somebody a week working on a big project to figure out all the costs and this, that, and the material. Now with AI, they could do it in like 5-10 minutes or even less. So you see what they're doing. So how is it not going to be a bad thing and cause job losses? How is it going to be So that's the devil lying to. But then again, you weren't part of the plan anyway. And they know that they're going to get resistance from mandating the C-HIP. All right, just like with the vaccination. They sitting there, they look, man, they tell you in Psalms, they accomplish a diligent search, man. All right, let's see. Let's go there real quick. Psalm 64, I believe it is. Psalm 64. Yep, Psalm 64 and 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Because again, remember, this is their counsel. All these secret meetings that they got. What do you think it's about, man? It's about killing people, basically. And who's going to survive and who's going to be on the list that's going to make it, And how are we going to use this AI and all these situations to bring in our new world order, right? Which is new currency, the digital currency, which you're going to have to be plugged into the system to operate, to do anything via the what? The M.O.T.B, right? So that's what these meetings are really all about. You see? They're not about nothing good for the American people. Donald Trump, and that's why, like right now, again, they started with the so-called Northern Kingdom, the Latin tribes, and then to the Native American tribes, right? And then even the West Indians and Haitians, right? Then eventually they're going to start rolling up on you so-called Negroes, accusing you of crimes, through the system. They already affecting you with the shutting down a lot of these welfare programs, right? And then they're going to start going up. And that's why you got some of these so-called Edomite patriot groups. They not only hate niggas, they hate the government too. But they're going to move on them as well. You see? A lot of you, and then y'all going to really be fucked. You're like, damn, I thought Trump was going to make you're going to have a lot of them motherfuckers fucked up, man. All right? Because why? You're not in the plans, man. All right? It's a great culling going on, man. And it's going to be some fucked up shit being laid down. All right? But that's why King David said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Remember who the wicked is. This devil. All right? You'd be a fool not to know. From the insurrection. There go that word. That insurrection. That uprising from within. Of the workers of iniquity. Right before your face, they doing it too. These devils got their agents all over the place. That's why the Spirit have us always keep speaking about you spies. And the thing is, that's why back again, what we read in the last show, Ezra the 16th chapter, the Lord said, then shall my servants be made known. Because why? The Most High is going to have to come down because this devil is way beside itself, man. All right, way beside itself. All right, he's drunk in his own pride, man. Okay, and that's what the scriptures say in Obadiah, the pride of thine heart. But you see all these different meetings, all these groups. It's real. They out there meeting. They got these. They've been working in manufacturing, the CHIP. They've been working on the legislation. Just like how, the thing with the scandemic. That didn't come out of nowhere. You see? But it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And that's what you got these devils sitting up there talking about, you know? And they speak in code. They say, oh, we're going to get rid of the criminals. And you hear about a regular person getting caught up in the, oh, it's a casualty, right? But all of the policies and all the, it never had our interest in it, man. Okay? It never had our interest in it. Speaking about our people, so-called our people. You see? It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, which is our people. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Yeah, the repercussion. And that's why, because the Lord said, he that toucheth you, speaking about the Israelites, which is our people, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, and Dominicans, he said, he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of my eye. Right? So they don't fear. Okay. So they don't give a damn, right? So now, reading on, it said they encourage themselves in an evil matter. And all this is evil. But see, a lot of you people, you're going to get taken in it, man. All right? Because why? One, you trust in the system, and overall, you were made to die. All right? It said they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. All right? So these are traps that, because this is an agenda. We've been telling you that, man. But you know what? We know that only people that's going to wake up is the elect. It says, they say, who shall see them? Because that's how these devils are. But now here go the point. It said they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. So again, that purposely they got you niggas going against the Most High, breaking the commandments, the laws. They know the history. Okay? They know the history. They know the Most High ain't dealing with us if we don't follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. So that's why they sit up there and pull up all these different accounts of when the Most High, wasn't with us, was against us, right? And they do a diligent search on everything, all the different plans, the diabolical plans. They search every type, your blood type, so they could poison your ass. They know what, okay, oh, he got old blood. Well, yeah, this is going to make his body shut down. This is all part of that plan, man. It's all part of that wicked agenda that they have, man. And the reason of them doing it, because they know their time is out, but they thinking that they're going to establish the New World Order, and boom, voila. See, hip the rest of you idiots up, right? So now it said both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So that's the main point. Like, it's a whole lot more to go into, but this is what's going on. This devil's talking about the AI is not going to cause no job losses. Here it is. Hold on, let me just bring this one more statistic out.
Bring it out.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, that's the Apostle Gabar. That was his cue. The spirit. Hey, Yahweh, but you about to Rakatah. Hey, Shalom, bro. Cut.
That piece of bread too.
Oh, okay, cut. So that's the Apostle Gabar's up in here. So it's, again, so now J.D. Vance said we're talking about pro jobs and not losing. That's what they said. Everybody and their mother know they replacing fucking humans with computers. Why you think all these massive layoffs are happening? You see, but people are fucking stupid. So now this is from what site is this? Lits link, LITS link. All right. And there's other sites that give you the numbers with the AI, but it said an overview of statistics you should know. $19.9 trillion will be pumped into the economy by 2030. And who told this devil he had that long though, right? What the scripture says, inward thought is this house shall continue forever, right? But you know that these devils will do anything for money, so they don't mind wiping out a billion of you, 2 billion of you motherfuckers that's going to turn into them making $19.9 trillion. They already said the earth is overpopulated, right? But now, this was, see, those other numbers. It said 300 million jobs could be displaced globally by AI by 2030. 300 million. That's not a lot of people out of work. That's not going to cause, imagine that. So that's why they have the culling of the people. That's why they were sitting there. They sent the scandemic because they were what? They got a term called useless eaters. It comes a point where society don't need you no more. What good are you doing for them? So they'll create these pandemics and everything, and they take you out. You know, even if you do get down with their program, they don't want you. You're not in the club. And the only reason why we're going to survive is because the Lord is with us. See, the Most High is going to show his power and his strength right in the midst of Esau doing all this bullshit, man. All right? And now, this is the last one. It said in 5 years, 83 million jobs are expected to be lost. And as you see, the unemployment doors keep, you know. There was one company, I think it might have been in India, though. They just went there and said, hey, we don't need y'all no more. I forget how many, 20,000, 30,000, however many it was. They just told them to leave. People was like, huh? You know, changing lots of doors. You out of a job. That's it. And that's prophecy. But with that, I'm going to end it right there. You know, to the next show, Lord willing, say Kyle Allah, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, and Shalom to you, sincere Akim. Shalom.